Hi, this is Ladios Muhammad with Living with Valor, and I wanted to say happy Sunday. Oh my God, this is a beautiful, beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous day today. And I just wanted to continue on with my series of transitioning from abuse. And I was inspired today. I don't know what it is, but I was truly inspired today by a couple of things. This is kind of a random video. It's not scripted, so I don't know what I may say or may not say. And I hope it's not too long. I know some of us have a microwave attention span, but who knows? I hope it touches somebody's hearts and gives them food for thought. Anyway, I was having a conversation yesterday with one of my friends, and we were talking about relationships. And you know, you see a lot of posts about relationships, and you start to think about it. It prompted me to think about when, you know, like I said, this is part 5 of transitioning from abuse. It prompted me to think about, like, how did I get here? A lot of times in our relationships, we tend to forget that we attract people at the same level and maturity that we are. Not in all instances, but in most of them. Now, as far as relationships, one of the things that came up that she said that I thought was so interesting, she said that she used to date like really non-attractive guys to make her feel good. And I was like, wow, really? Me, on the other hand, I did not do that. I've always, in my mind, for me, and I've always dated beautiful men. I've always dated beautiful men. There was one time when I said, okay, I'm being superficial, let me try something different. But you have to understand that I remember speaking to my brother, one of my Muslim brothers, and I said, hey, you know, I'm gonna try to stop, you know, get out of this idea of these type of men I like, because I like a certain type, and there's nothing wrong with the type. That's the thing, is if you like someone, you know, who's bright skin, green eyes, or someone who's dark skin and chocolate and who's an Adonis, I mean, it's okay with that. But you got to also know why you like them. I mean, because he says you want to be physically attracted to someone and not just be with someone just because you don't want to be in this box that you like a certain type. And I do like a certain type. I just like beautiful men. I like intelligent men. I love black men. I love the Spanish men. I love Hispanic men. I love Mexican men. I love Cuban men. I've played in the snow a couple of times. That's not my preference. You know, and I've swirled a little bit. But I love my black men. I just do. And I've even been in relationships where I was even, you know, I've read through posts where women were talking about being in a polygamy relationship. And we're talking about these relationships. And the reason I'm mentioning all this was because she said she used to date, because and she's absolutely beautiful, by the way, she would get men who were less than her. And I was like, wow. And I was the opposite, because I was like, I'm going to get somebody who was gorgeous, that everybody's like, wow, he is fine. And I'm like, I'm walking around like with the prize. And it's just always been like that for me. But I also had to think that even though I got these gorgeous men, and they were a different plethora. It was no, like, they were not only gorgeous, they ranged from, and you know, this is the reality of my world, from big time drug dealers to thugs to gang members to corporate men to lawyers, doctors, to whatever. Muslim, Christians. I dated a plethora of beautiful men, and I loved them. So on the flip side, even though she got with somebody who was unattractive to make her feel more better about herself, I got with gorgeous men to make myself feel more better about myself, to say, oh, look, I got the prize. And I love that somebody was looking at, oh, your man is gorgeous. And again, this is in my mind, because my definition of beauty is not your definition of beauty. So again, what I might think is beautiful, you may not think. I like powerful men. I like men who take care of me. You know, I've never experienced a man who didn't want to take care of me, who wanted to, I'm going to shift this over here. I just like this beautiful tree in the background. I'm in the park, and oh God, I love nature. Love nature. It's just the most beautiful place in the world. But you know, I dealt with men, you know, like there was a lot of black men would not approach me because they felt like, oh, you're bougie, or, you know, you're this or you're that. And I'm like, no, I have a certain level of or lifestyle I like to live. I'm not materialistic, but I feel like I'm not trying to struggle in a relationship financially, in a sense that I don't think I should be married or in a relationship with somebody or anybody and our lights get cut off because you forgot to pay the bills or you lack responsibilities. And I never had that problem. But the problem I did have is really appreciating a man and thinking that they really liked me and they weren't going to cheat. And my insecurities came when I was with these beautiful men, as if my struggle was when I was with these beautiful men, they were, you know, I dated them to make me feel good. Plus I was very attracted to them on top of that. But it was also, I felt insecure, and I would self-sabotage and destroy the relationship because I didn't feel like someone as gorgeous or beautiful as them could really be interested in me. And I didn't think I was attractive enough, especially when you see all these other beautiful women that people put on, you know, on TV and the media, what, you know, society says is beautiful. But those were some struggles that I had to deal and overcome with. And so when you're dealing with those things, you know, as I had mentioned in my last video, I had met my second husband. I thought he was absolutely beautiful, but he was not beautiful on the inside. And so when someone knows, and they, especially when someone's a certain narcissistic or they're a certain type of abuser, even like in the pimp stage, if a pimp, they know who to prey on. They know strategically. They pick a particular type of woman to control them. And so this person was able to say, yeah, she's pretty, but on the inside she's very insecure, and I know exactly how to break her down. And then he did. And in less than 10 months, no, approximately 10 months, I went from up here to way down here. And my question was, how the hell did I get here in 10 months? Not only did I lost my job, I almost lost my house, I was losing my family, I lost my identity, I lost everything of who I am, because I did not value who I was as an individual. And it wasn't so much of, well, in this particular relationship, it was very superficial. Very, very. Because I was already unhealthy when I got into it. But it was such an eye-opener to say, you know what? I'm not going to have to deal with this anymore. It was enough to open my eyes to really, really, really understand the value of who I was. And when you get to that breaking point of, how the hell did I get here? That is when the door opens for you to begin to transition. That is the time when you said, you know what, I'm ready to make a change. That is the time when you say, no more, I'd rather be alone, because I love you, but I love me more. And when you learn to love yourself more and make yourself a priority, then things will change. Now, don't get me wrong, I love being in a relationship. I do. And sometimes I've been in relationships for the wrong reasons, because they're safe, they're comfortable. But when you go through something like I did, you decide that, again, I want that beautiful tree in there again. You decide, that tree's talking to me and saying hello. You decide that you want something more, and you're not going to settle. And that's the whole benefit of going from how in the hell did I get here to not settle. And it's a very sensitive situation, because sometimes we have to go through several different trials, tribulations, setbacks, heartaches, broken hearts, and everything else you can imagine, just to get to a place where we can attract truly the love that we deserve. But again, as I mentioned several times, the first love and only love and best love is the love of yourself. And if you don't love yourself unconditionally like you need, then you can't expect someone to love you the way you deserve. I am Ladios Muhammad. I'm sending the elevator down. See you at the top because the bottom's too crowded. Remember to live authentically and live with valor. Until next time, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching my video.